Hi, writers, welcome back. On Monday, we talked about writing poetry and seeing the world through poet eyes and looking at ordinary objects in new and different ways. And so today what we're going to learn is that another thing that poets do is they add music to their poems. And here's the thing, they don't use instruments and there's no singing, but they use lines to show the reader how they want their poems to be read. So it's kind of like laying out some music for the reader. So let me show you what I mean. I have two different versions of a poem. You might remember it. It's called Aquarium by Valerie Worth. And one version is going to sound like I'm just telling you something. And the other version will sound like music. So let me show you. So here's the first version. Goldfish flash gold and silver scales. They flick and slip away under green weed. But round brown snails stick to the glass and stay. So that one just sounds like blah, blah, blah. Here's what I'm telling you. So here's the real version that Valerie Worth wrote. It's the same words, but it's where she decided to put words and where she decided not to put words. So it's called a line break when you decide to just go down to the next line. And it really changes how the poem sounds. Goldfish, flash, gold and silver scales. They flick and slip away under green weed, but round brown snails stick to the glass and stay. So did you hear how that one had music to it? Sounded a lot better, right? And really gave music to some regular words. Amazing. So now I'm going to go over to my poetry journal and show you what I worked on yesterday when we left and how you can work on some line breaks today with your poetry. Okay, so here is my poetry workbook. And you remember we did stapler on Monday. I also decided I really did like the scissors. I mean, who doesn't like the scissors? I mean, they even look like something that's chomping. So I said the teeth of the beast cut through the paper as it destroys its prey, snap, snap, snip. And then Band-Aid was one of the things we had in class. So I said, a fixer of boo-boos, it gives a hug to the owie. So, you know, I kind of was looking for ordinary things in my house and looking at them with my poet eyes. So today what we're going to do is we're going to use those line breaks on one of our poems that we've already written, and we're going to think about how we want the reader to read it. So I think I'm going to take this one and I'm going to go ahead to another page and I'm just going to write the same thing again, but this time I'm going to try it out, and I think I'm going to try it a couple of different times with some line breaks, and then I'm going to read it aloud to myself and think, is that how I want the reader? Is that how I want my poem to sound when the reader reads it? So let's look back. I had the teeth of the beast cut through the paper as it destroys its prey, snap, snap, snip. So let's see, maybe I want to emphasize the teeth. So I want to say the teeth of the beast cut through the paper as it destroys its prey. Snap, snap, oops, snip. Okay. And I have a lot of questions about, am I supposed to do capital? Am I supposed to put periods? And that's really up to you. As a poet, you get to decide if you want it all to be lowercase, if you want some capitals. When we looked at Valerie Worth, she did have capitals at the beginnings of all her lines, and she did have period and different ways to kind of show how we were going to pause. But again, that's her decision, right? That's what you get to do as a poet. So I'm going to read this out loud to myself and see how I like it. The teeth of the beast cut through the paper as it destroys its prey. Snap, snap, snip. Okay, well, it's better than my first one. Let me see if I can do better. Let's see. The teeth of the beast. I think I'm going to leave cut by itself. Cut through the paper. As it destroys its prey. And I think I want these guys on their own line. And maybe I want to do capital, capital, and all capital. All right, let's try that one. The teeth of the beast cut through the paper as it destroys its prey. Snap, snap, snip. Cool. I like that one. And I might want to try it another way. So that's what you're going to work on today. You're going to look at some of the poems that you wrote on Monday, and you're going to decide one that you'd like to work on and play with the line breaks and see how that changes the music of your poems. Okay, have fun.